Hello and welcome back to another episode of Big Ambitions. Early access point 4. Last time I left you off, we had just finished setting up the entirety of the Circuit City electronics store in Midtown Manhattan, where we hope to accomplish quite an increase of our daily profit. I've gone ahead and moved forward just one day since that last video that you guys saw. We are starting to get candidates to come in for the shop itself. It looks like we're going to need 6 full-time employees for each of the stations. So 2 for this one, 2 for this one, 2 for this one. So all the full-timers are going to work 8 hours a day. They're going to work 5 days a week. And then we will get 4 part-timers for each station. Or rather 6 part-timers, I should say, for each station so that we can have them running on Saturday and Sunday. That should give us a healthy period of time. We're not going to try to do the 24 hours just yet. Maybe that will be in the future, but for now, this is what we're going to work with. Thankfully, it's a lot easier when you don't have so many stations like the hair salon, so we might be able to do that in the future, but for now, we're just going to stick with this. I am not sure how well the security is going to be until we actually open the store with everyone scheduled, obviously, so that'll be a let's see type situation. But for now, we need to get people hired. We need to kind of fix this over here, it looks like. I know it's for Circuit City, but it looks like we need some movement on our logistics and whatnot. But for now, we have that looking ahead. And, you know, the other thing we need to figure out now, too, is we got money coming in pretty regularly. What are we going to put here? And where else should we expand as well? I'm thinking, given the space of this spot, it's not terribly large, it's not terribly small. We don't have an actual jewelry store yet. Garment District is not going to be the best case example of how much money a jewelry store can make, but it's something to put in there. I mean, our other options here that we could do are... It's getting limited. We could just make a liquor store, for instance, but that's not a big money maker. You know, we have a supermarket now. It's even in Hell's Kitchen, it's not super great. It doesn't make that much money, and I think the same thing would apply here as well in the Garment District. So we might just do a jewelry store here in the Garment District and call the Garment District just kind of done, perhaps. We could try to do, you know, a graphic designer or a web development agency. They're not very good in terms of making money, but it's not necessarily a bad idea either, just to fill out the office jobs. But I think what we can do is maybe, since we already have a hair salon in the Hell's Kitchen, we could do a fast food location here in Hell's Kitchen as well. Do we have a decent spot? That's not bad. We definitely need to get advertising going as well for all of our businesses. I'm surprised it hasn't breadcrumbed to the other advertising agency, but I'm going to leave that be until we get to that point. But I think might as well just snag this building right now, and we can make a fast food place there. But let's start with this location here and get a jewelry store going with that as well while people are coming in to get hired. So we should eat some food first. Let's make a call. Well, first let's start the business so we know where we're sending this stuff and we don't make a mistake again and send it to the wrong place. Let's see, that's Garment District. Yep. Okay, so start a business. We are going to do a jewelry store. And we'll call it DDG Jewelry. Obviously, Frdello does gaming, but this world doesn't need to know that. And you know what? We'll keep the logo like this. It looks pretty decent, so that works out for me. All right, so let's make a call to AJ Peterson. They should be open, yep. So we need to meet the 30. I'm not sure how many stations that is. Does it tell me in the F1 menu? Let's see. Yes, customer capacity. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Product capacity is 50, customer capacity is 15. So we really only need 2 of each, or rather, we need 4 total of the jewelry showcases, because that'll cover 30 for the expensive and 30 for the cheap. I must have passed it. There it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4. $35,000 for that automatically. That is nutty. You know what? We'll throw in. Let's see, product panel. How many does that give us? 10, so we need 3 of each. So we'll do 6 total. We're gonna do expensive and cheap gifts on here too. And let's get some of those. Get some of those. Got the baskets. Let's get 3 shelves. Probably just need just that, really. Some speakers. Pretty straightforward, isn't it? Yeah, let's leave it at that for now. $64,000 order. We'll have that coming in tomorrow at 10. That works for me. Let's get that ordered. Let's head on over there and get the interior taken care of. Okay. So, we want to be kind of a nicer looking jewelry store, or a nicer looking retail location, I guess. I just really like this wood color. It looks really nice. You know what? We'll put it through the entire store. It just is such a fantastic looking wood. If I could, I would put that in my own home. For the walls, however, we want to throw a little bit more money at it. Let's look at this. We got some nice looking walls here. What do you guys think of this? Kind of fits a little bit with the wood on the floor. Not exactly, but I think that looks nice. Got a nice contrast a little bit here, and yeah, let's go with that. Now with the back room, we don't need to have it all fancy, obviously. We're just gonna put basic wallpaper up here. It's not too bad. So 14,000 for the interior. I'll take it. Once we get the goods coming in, or I guess I should say the delivery coming in, we can take care of everything on the inside. But we should also consider talking to Ike Bohag here. And we will try to make the interior look just that much better. So let's add some more items here. We're definitely going to want, I'm thinking one of these, and we could put some plants or flowers up. Let's get some pictures here. Paintings, I should say. Maybe a couple potted plants. Let's see. a nice clock. Yeah, I think that looks nice. We could put these desk or plants up, excuse me. And you know, we could also, just to add to the look and feel of the place, we can add a coffee machine. You know, you go into a jewelry store, maybe they have a nice little, you know, coffee spot. You can get a coffee table there. Let's put a sofa in. It's a bit silly at the same time, but who cares? It's our place. We can do it whatever we want. Yeah, I'm thinking that's perfect. Okay, let's get that ordered. And you know, since we have so many of the customer service people coming in and just whatever's coming in, that'll be helpful because we could also hire these people for the jewelry store as well. Let's see what we got so far. We got a couple cleaners at $10 an hour. That's okay. We'll hire them out. Let's see, we got one part-timer. Got two part-timers. I'm definitely not going to hire someone who works part-time for $53 an hour with no afternoon shifts. Hell no. Wit, he's getting hired. Irvin, no. You are not getting that much money. I'm sorry, man. That's just not happening. All right, these guys look good to me. Let's get them unassigned here. And we will train them in the meantime. All right. So I'm going to move forward into the next day when we get our first delivery. And I will see you guys at that point. All right. Welcome back, guys. So I took a bit of time. And as you can probably very plainly see, I made $142,200 or $421 in, mind you. Okay, so apparently I'm temporarily closed at the jewelry store. Oh no, that makes sense. I'm getting confused here. So I'm thinking of the electronics store. So what I did is I made the schedule. It's Monday through Friday, looks exactly like this, except for Friday, because Alexander wanted 4-day work weeks. I gave Wit an extra day, so he's the only part-timer working 24 hours. But Saturday looks like this. I just need to hire some more security guards for these days here, because there's no security guards on Sunday, obviously. It's gonna hit our theft, unfortunately, but whatever. I mean, look at this. Just the sheer amount of money we made. We lost $1,000 in theft with 84% coverage, by the way. And we still made $47,000 of profit. So we did pretty killer yesterday. Clothing store did 26,000. Brooklyn Cuts did 31,000. In Hong Kong. In Hell's Kitchen, excuse me. As you can see, it's out of stock on the hair care products, which is interesting because we're out at the warehouse. Okay, so what happened there? We should have had enough hair care product and it didn't order for some reason. So let's cancel this order. Let's make this 2,600. Let's do that. And we should probably think about adding some more pallet shelves. So let's also order while we're already here. since we need the jewelry. Where is that at? United Ocean Imports. Okay. So let's get 300 of each. Oof. Maybe let's do 200 of that. Let's just do 200 altogether. That should be plenty. It's a lot of money going out. But that should be okay considering how much money. Mind you, that $47,000 from the electronics store, I opened the store at it was like 6:45 and the store closes at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock or whatever it is. So it only had like 6 hours of its 16-hour day. So hopefully, I don't know where I'm going here. Hopefully we're looking at a massive increase in daily profit. I mean, that place has got a capacity of 75 per hour. So sitting in Midtown at 75 capacity. Oh, we didn't even look. What do people think of the prices? 100%. And we got this stuff jacked up 20%. I mean, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, damn, I forgot they're closed. All right, well, it is Sunday. We thankfully have our other product here for appliances and whatnot for the jewelry store, so let's play bumper cars real quick here and then go figure that out. So I'm just gonna get the stuff in. Give me a second and I'll get you guys back. Okay, so we got a few things to get together here. Let's figure this out. What I'm thinking for this place too, obviously I got the product panels so I can do, you know, cheap and expensive gifts, which I'm pretty sure I'm ordering enough. We'll get that part figured out, but I'm thinking for this place, we might want to try to increase the price just ever so slightly for the expensive and cheap gifts to see what happens there. I'm mostly just trying to, I guess, test for all intents and purposes what might happen on certain goods if I increase them. But I'm not entirely sure that's necessarily a good idea, but I guess we'll find out here. Oh, I completely forgot this doesn't take expensive gifts. Well, whatever. We'll stick with cheap gifts here. Pretty sure I made this mistake last time with product panels. Oopsie. It's no big deal, to be honest. There are worse things to happen. Plus, I'm making so much money that it almost feels kind of pointless to gripe about it. Could always use them at a different location. You know what? I'm gonna keep these dome cameras together for the moment because I want to make sure that I'm getting all the coverage I need, and it's gonna be kind of annoying to do it one at a time until I have everything. So let's... Yep, perfect. Okay, so go there. What do you have here? Let's take you, put you there. Perfect. I'm just setting these things aside until I have everything out so I can make sure that I'm, you know, placing everything correctly and where I want it. Seems kind of weird having a checkout counter like this at a jewelry store, but you know what? It is what it is. I don't think any single person's going to complain. That. I like this easy trick instead of trying to do two back at the pallet thing. Just walk out, walk back in. Totally fine. All right, so I think I'm gonna set this right here with like most of my stores. We will have one set of jewelry there, one set of jewelry there. Let's do cheap and then expensive. And the product panels can go right next to them. Looks goofy a little bit, but who cares? All right, now we have all these things. I mean, I guess in the end, does it really matter what, you know, what you have and where? I mean, I guess not really. It's up to your aesthetic taste. There's no like guideline in the game that says, okay, your customers won't show up because you have a checkout counter versus a cash register or something. I mean, that would be an interesting thing to add, but I don't think it'd be very fun if that happened. Just because, I mean, although it's kind of goofy to have a... Oof, this is not one of... There we go. Oof. Although it's a goofy thing to have a checkout counter like that, you know, it makes me think of a grocery store, but it's my prerogative. I should be able to do whatever I want. I'm not realizing about 3 of these instead of 4. Goodbye. It's done. All right, we have our coffee maker going over here. Nice little coffee table, and then here's the sofa that they can sit at. Perfect, and just like before, walk out, back in, all gone. There we go. Nice, simple, easy, quick. It's just going to be a basic jewelry store, nothing fancy, nothing spectacular. In fact, we're only going to need, let's see, with the jewelry store, we should probably schedule it, be open every day, and let's be open for 12 hours. So we need, what do you think? Maybe full-timer working 8 hours, part-timer working 4 hours, and then maybe like a part-timer working 12 hours both days, so they get 24 hours, and that's just still part-time. And then we need, you know, a full-timer. Same situation, essentially. So why don't I do this? It's Sunday. I need to figure out the situation with the logistics. I need to figure out a couple other things, but I think we need to move the day over to Monday because there's just no way for me to do anything else since AJ Peterson is closed. All the recruiting agencies are closed, so yeah, I'll see you on the next day. Okay, welcome back. So I ran into a problem. We don't have the pallet shelves needed, and I knew that would happen, and this is why I needed to go to AJ Peterson, and of course they were closed when I needed them, unfortunately. So let's get people recruited here. So we want the jewelry store, customer service. We'll just do 10 candidates. That works fine for me. Same thing for the cleaning. And one more time for the security guard. We need to go pick up some pallet shelves. We need to... Really, we need to start investing money big time. We, unfortunately, are going to start running into negative interest, I think. But you know, there's one more thing I really should do before I pick up any of the pallet shelves and whatnot is, first off, get away from this guy and his slow ass. We need to purchase a new vehicle. I am sick of driving this incredibly slow, crappy maneuvering vehicle. So let's head to Midtown. Let's cut this guy off. Get on my way. I don't care about this car. And we need to purchase something nice and flashy. Something that says, man, you made $175,000 in one day. You, sir, are a multi-millionaire. Well, I'm thinking that we'll find that right here at the Manhattan Luxury Cars. So, just to show you on the map where we're at. It's technically Murray Hill, by the way, but we're close enough to Midtown. But it's right here on the map. So I started over here, head down, boom, there I am. It's just this corner location right here. We're gonna get in front of traffic here. Let's take a look at what our options are. So obviously Mercedes, it's a Mercedes. And we got different options for that. We also got a classic, it's called Ford Pony, or Ford Pony, excuse me here, but it's definitely a 60s Mustang. Probably late 60s, early 70s Mustang. Then we have Porsche Carreras here, or 911s, I guess. I'm not sure, this might be a, I don't know. It's a something. I don't know. I'm thinking probably getting, let's see, what do we got here? This has a car capacity of 10. Cargo capacity of 18. 8, that's not ideal. Max speed is 70. Max speed is 80. I'm thinking this one might be my best option. And you know, I'm gonna go with my real life color for my car, which is this, very close to this blue actually. Mine's a little bit darker. But we're gonna buy this guy. Boom. Now we can finally get around town in a nice vehicle, and we can hold 18 items at a time when we need to. It's not very often that we're gonna need to do that. Also, I love how that car is just there on the sidewalk. That's very appropriate. But yeah, it's not going to be often we need 18, but look how fast we can go. It's going to give us so many more opportunities to crash, and I love it. It'd be a money sink. All right, so we need to make it to AJ Peterson so we can grab some pallet shelves. And you know what? We're going to buy a ton of them, because we need a lot more pallet space. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I forgot this vehicle has auto park. Look at that. Oh, stop. Oh, okay. Oh, dang. Don't honk at me. I have the right of way here. I have to go around. All right. So, Mr. Peterson, what do you have for me right now? Bunch of pallet shelves, please. 10,000? Chump change. Chump change. What I love about getting a new vehicle like that is that things like this are going to be so much easier. You're going to get around so much faster. And honestly, it just looks better, doesn't it? It just looks better. I mean, no disrespect to the 90s Honda Civic. Don't get me wrong. Classic car at this point. Feels weird to say that considering I'm a child of the 90s. I mean, I was born in the 80s, but I grew up in the 90s, and seeing those Honda Civics everywhere, man, oh man, it's weird to say that's a classic, but man, Honda Civics in the 90s, you maintain them, they're still good today. They are workhorses, they are fantastic vehicles, and they are definitely a collector's item now. Especially the hatchbacks, the hot hatches. Wonderful car. Especially when you get them tuned up and whatnot, but that's a different conversation for a different day. Right now, we're focused on the fact that we are going to get 12 new pallet shelves. Thankfully. We needed them. We need the space. Let's get this at the warehouse. I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so as you can tell, I've already added some pallet shelves. I'm just going to get these placed here. I just wanted to show you not so much the placement of these pallet shelves, but how much space I'm adding, which is, it's quite a bit. Oh, I also had to figure out what to do with that forklift, and I just decided it's going to go there. Because I can't get rid of it, unfortunately, and I don't know anywhere to put it right now, so... So yeah, this is what we're looking at. Yeah, you can't change these. Okay. A lot more space. Should cover everything we need. Now we can get our imports and whatnot. Hopefully the day moves on swimmingly for the businesses that were impacted. But all right, so next, I forgot, we need to hire a new logistics manager before we can even consider opening the jewelry store, because right now we are in a point, or at a point, excuse me, where our current logistics manager does not have the ability to basically deliver everything we need. If I'm not mistaken, that's the case. Let's take a quick gander to make sure I'm accurate. Let's see. I can deliver up to 8 destinations. I've got 8 here. Now, does that also... Let's check something real quick. I love the F1 menu. It's such a great menu to find out what's going on. So, each manage one warehouse control delivering inventory to your stores. Based on vehicle type. Okay. So what about my drivers? Do I have good drivers? Let's look at my employees here. Primary skill. Where's my drivers? They're at 100%. Excellent. You know what that means? I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to park my vehicle at home. I'm going to grab a taxi. We're going to buy some trucks. I think that would mean I can get some extra space, or extra delivery slots, I should say. Let's see if I'm correct on that assumption. All right. Now I just need to find a taxi. Okay, so now I should be able to purchase these trucks. I'm just going to make them black. Purchase. Boom. This should hopefully make things a lot easier. And maybe I only need one for now. And perhaps... I'm still going to hire on the logistics manager, but perhaps it's time to start separating my warehouses too, because I currently... What am I doing? Look at me. I'm just literally walking away from the vehicle I just purchased. So I'm currently sitting at a point where my warehouse is full of just basically everything that I order. There's no differentiation between, oh, is this the warehouse where all the food goes? Is this the warehouse where all the, you know, the jewelry and the expensive and cheap gifts, etc., etc. So what I think would be smart is to start segregating those items away from each other and getting delivery drivers and logistics set up in a manner to accommodate future expansion, which, I mean, it's going to have to happen anyway. There's no way this one warehouse is going to take care of everything. That's just impossible. I only get 2 delivery slots, so what's going to be neat, however, I'm not sure, I don't believe there's any warehouses in any other district other than Murray Hill, and of course this person has to be there. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something illegal here. Not that that matters. I do lots of illegal things apparently, so. All right, let's get out of the vehicle. Let's quickly get inside here. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't believe there is any warehouses, or are any warehouses in Hell's Kitchen or in Midtown. I'm pretty certain of that. So we're going to be kind of stuck with down here, but we could, I mean, there's plenty of warehouses. So, all right, let's take a look at the, perfect. Okay. So 12 destinations. Excellent. Excellent. So we want DDG jewelry. We just need 1,000 there. And what did we say on here? So product display. $100 capacity, customer capacity 10. I have 4 of them, so I need 400 cheap gifts per day. And that's oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I couldn't fit everything. So I also need, where are we here? So it's 50 per. So basically I need, let's do 125 of each. That should cover any extra. I mean, that should be enough. I think that's enough, guys. I think it's enough. So this is what we're looking at for DDG jewelry. That should cover all our needs. So now we just need to worry about the people that we want to hire. And yeah, I will see you here on the next day. Okay, it's a new day. So one thing I'm kind of confused about, let's pay off this silly loan first off. So I'm not confused in the concept and why it's in the game, but if I'm supposed to reach 2 million in my bank account, what is that actually counting? Because I clearly need to start doing investments if I'm already losing $20,000 to negative interest rates. So I would have made $210,000, actually been $211,000 for the day had I not had this negative interest rate issue. And that's really going to start screwing me over because, look at that. That's insane. Insane. Anyway, it's just going to be kind of annoying to lose money every single day just because I'm trying to get to 2 million. So I'm thinking, well, first off, I know I'm going to have a bunch coming out here. Got 7,600 here, 113 here. When are they going out? 172? Maybe I can get away with it today. So let's call Gents Capital real quick. Let's just invest. Low risk, medium risk. Just want low risk. Let's do $231,783. Boom. $100,000 flat. Should be okay. We got 2 days before we need to make a major order anyway. We only have one candidate that's come in so far. I'm thinking that... How's the showcase out of expensive jewelry? Did we not order? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're just waiting for that to order. Let's just do that tomorrow. I'm thinking that once we get to that 2 million mark, we're going to want to start considering purchasing property. And now I'm not sure. I truthfully don't know, I should say, what that'll look like. So buildings for sale. So I don't know if they made changes or not. I could could buy out some businesses, but okay, here we go. So yeah, 4.9 million for a small building. That's not bad. I mean, the garment district is going to be pretty cheap. We can, it's not for sale, but we could try to purchase. Its valuation though, 200 million. So this is another vehicle for storing money, essentially. And I mean, there will be a point where this becomes really easy, so. But yeah, let's get the day going here and see what candidates come up. So I'll see you here in a sec. Okay, welcome back. It's not been long. I see now we have our candidates available, so we just need, what did I say? I forgot here. Let's see. So we need a full-timer and a part-timer for the 5 days, and then another part-timer for the weekends for each. So that shouldn't be too bad. So we got part-timer. So we need 2 part-timers for the cleaning and a full-timer. Boom. Got them. Higher. Then we need part-timer, 2 part-timers, and a full-timer for security. Boom. Got them. Then finally, part-time, full-time. Oh, that's the logistics manager. Full-time. I'll take the logistics manager, though. I'll take that one, too. And I'll take that one. Higher. I'll take all 3. Cool. Discard. So now we're just gonna train all these guys here. Now, one thing I forgot to do is my HR manager. So I need to assign all these employees here and that. And there we go. So now we're good. Everyone has an HR manager. Now, I forgot to mention a couple days back in game, I should say, we were given the opportunity for the gold health insurance for every single one. And I just honestly took it as is. They were all relatively decent and it works out in the end. So everyone's going to be gold. Everyone's going to be happy. Yeah, our costs will increase slightly. Whatever. Who cares? We'll be good. All right, so we have our candidates. They're being trained. It's going to be a couple days before I really want them to be in the store. It is 1:16 p.m. I need to grab a cleaning station for the jewelry store. Then essentially, I think it's pretty much straightforward from there for that location. And it'll be time for us to consider the next business. Because we are gonna really start swimming in money. And you know, it really goes to show the difference between Midtown, Hell's Kitchen, and the Garment District on how ridiculous the money inflow is. I mean, it took one single, it was an electronics store, don't get me wrong, so a very, you know, high profit margin business, but it took one business to go from 40 something thousand a day to almost 200. I mean, really, it was $200,000. It just got screwed by negative interest. So I mean, that's just nutty. That is just insane. And it's just going to only go up from there. I mean, a clothing store, a hair salon, like we're talking giant businesses making tons of money. And you'll see. I mean, we're making enough money now where we can start considering, I think the next business we'll make in terms of in Midtown. It's not going to be the exact next business, but in terms of Midtown, the next one we're making is the hair salon. We're going to get that place legit. And you know what? For the sake of example, I'm thinking I'm going to use one of the blueprints that someone put on the workshop in Steam. I think that looks pretty cool. So I think for now, though, this is actually a good stopping point. It'll be a nice leap from here to the next video where we, you know, get our jewelry store all set and good to go, since everyone's hired up and we've started, you know, obviously training them all. So yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate the views as usual. I did put up a Starfield gameplay. It's not doing too well at the moment, but I know Starfield is saturated. There's some things I need to change. I've had some suggestions in the comments about changing the thumbnail again. I think I might do that. I just need to figure out the best way to do that. But as for now, as it pertains to this, I do appreciate everyone watching. I love the fact that subscribers are coming in. I really appreciate everything in that regard. I mean, we're up to 41 subscribers now, which is, for me, I mean, personally, that's just amazing. It's great. It's really cool to have people, you know, wanting to continue to watch my stuff. So yeah, I appreciate all of you for watching and subscribing, and, you know, give me a like if you like the video, and of course, give me a comment and let me know how I'm doing. I'm also, just as an FYI, also considering playing another of HoveGuard Games' games. A startup company. I bought the game, but I'm doing some preliminaries. So anyway, again, thank you so much. I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.